Hi there, this is Doctor with 3 Years of Wrestling, bringing your AEW Fyter Fest review, and I'm joined by my co-host, who's temporarily back from a summer hiatus, the Swerve Show.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Hopefully my microphone is on. We're doing Dual Shock Dual Podcast, and what a night to start it off with a pretty awesome free preview Fyter Fest with Datilla.
Yes, hi people. All right, so Fyter Fest Night 1 started off with the IWGP United States Heavyweight match between Jon Moxley and Karl Anderson. Jon Moxley, of course, coming out to Wild Thing. You made my heart sing. And hopefully I don't get a copyright strike for that. But nevertheless, the crowd was singing along. They were amped up. And I thought this was a really, really good match. I personally like this match. Of course, Jon Moxley retained. Come on now. He better be IWGP champion when I go to New Japan Pro Wrestling on the 14th next month.
And you better ask him for an autograph and have you give a 30-second promo for your channel, too.
I know, right? I should. Hopefully, they do meet and greets.
Sure, true.
All right. So, at the end... one important thing that happened was at the end of this match, we had a backstage segment with Lance Archer, who challenged Jon Moxley to a Texas Death match next week on night 2 of Fyter Fest. What were your thoughts on this?
I thought it was pretty cool. I like that they inserted Machine Gun Karl Anderson to fight Moxley because Moxley can't go over to Japan because of restrictions. Pretty cool off the bat. We finally get to see him with his bald head. And, of course, he takes the W. The beginning, like you said, with the crowd chanting his song, Wild Things. We have our correspondent out there, CR21, Talks Wrestling. He was there actually live giving us feedback and said the crowd was that hype, that loud, actually in person as it was coming off the TV. And like Datilla said, man, after the match, Moxley did pick up the W. Of course, that would have been crazy if he lost to the tag team guy of Machine Gun Karl Anderson. But next week, Lance Archer is saying that he wants a Texas Death match or something like that?
Yeah, Texas Death match.
Ooh, but it sounds better than a Miami strap-on match, that's for sure. For real. Well. Man, look at you! Yeah, making me laugh now too. Oh man.
Alrighty then. So to move on. All right. So next we got the FTW Championship match between Absolute Ricky Starks and Brian Cage. Of course, who called it? Who called it, Swerve Show?
Ivan. I did called it from day one that they were about to turn on Brian Cage. That was pretty wild, and they did.
But of course, Shidori said that was because of it was in Ricky Stark's hometown. I didn't even know they were in his hometown. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, so I guess that's why he had that huge pop. Holy moly.
Yeah. I was going to mention that he had a huge pop, but I didn't know they were in his hometown. I just called it. I said they were going to turn on Brian Cage, and I was right. You heard it here first.
That was a pretty wild match, honestly. Everybody was going crazy, and supposedly Ricky Starks is the heel, and he was getting cheered like crazy, which is kind of surprising. I'm not that much of a Ricky Starks fan, but hey, however your cookie crumbles. So, Datilla's playing Grand Theft Auto with the taxi waiting for in the background.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, you guys. As always, we do play bingo on this channel, so please keep an eye out for these things because they do happen. One just happened right now.
Oh, a car honking is one of them?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God.
I don't know anymore. But yes, our inaugural bingo winner, CR21, is on the field right now in Texas for Fyter Fest. Steve said he got bingo. Well, then I guess I got to shout out Steve.
Jamel McGee, he said Moxley won with the Widow's Peak. What move is that? He didn't win with the DDT?
Oh, I didn't. Damn, I didn't put that in my notes.
Good luck, Jamel. Yeah, that is true.
Good looking.
And he's saying the show took a turn for the worst after that. Wow, I tend to disagree, but let's see.
I tend to disagree too. So after the FTW Championship match, we had some promo which I didn't take notes on between Malachi Black and Cody Rhodes. One thing I did notice was that Cody Rhodes was wearing white and Malachi Black was obviously wearing black. I'm trying to be interested in this feud and stuff. But the thing that makes it hard for me to be interested is because if Cody Rhodes wins, what was the point of me investing my time in this feud?
That's your reason one for not investing into it, and my reason for not investing into it too much is just because Cody wants always to be part of the limelight. He's following down that Double J Triple H stigma, and the way that what's his name, the Excalibur on commentating team always keeps on bringing it up. Oh, I know him. That's not Tommy Young. I used to fight him. Shut up. Nobody cares that you used to fight him 15 years ago. Like the same people don't care that I fought LAX when I was 10 or 11 years old. Nobody cares about that. Shut up about it. Hopefully, I guess I'm intrigued to see who wins though. That's about it. But besides that, it was just like whatever.
Yeah, obviously, if Cody Rhodes wins, what was the whole point? That's how I see it.
There's a lot to go.
Yeah, really. But let's forget about that. Let's move on to in my opinion, the segment of the night, the segment that amped me up.
What's that?
Of course, it featured the Dreamboat, Hangman Adam Page, and the other Dreamboat, Kenny Omega.
Oh my God!
What?
Oh my God! You and Shidori have crushes on Adam Page.
Oh my God! Well, I mean, okay. To be fair, though, they're not as good looking as you. You know, you're better than both of them.
Yes. Thank God. Take that. I'm trying to. Yeah. Okay.
When I can get you to flex.
Oh man, bong! I can't. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe if you haven't, please, on both channels. We're on both. Double the like, double the pleasure, double your fun. And definitely double your fun with these guys, with Adam Page. And who else do you like on this team? Do you like Kenny Omega?
Kenny Omega.
Oh my God, you were just getting the lotion out, weren't you?
And then Andrade had a segment too. Oh, but we'll get into that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
there's a lot to talk about on this one, man. Adam Page.
I was spoiled tonight.
Yeah, you were.
Anywho, so Hangman Page came out and says he fell. He tried to run from it, tried to hide from it. He was about to challenge Kenny Omega when Don Callis, the Good Brothers, and the Bucks all come out, as well as Kenny Omega, and they all say that he's not that guy. Matt Jackson goes up to the ring. Sorry.
A dog is attacking. It sounds like that was the thing that they were saying with everybody. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
He's not that guy. Then Matt Jackson goes into the ring and says it to his face that he'll fit the narrative perfectly, that he's drunk and alone. And then he attacks Matt Jackson and the rest of the Elite. Of course, Kenny Omega tries to sneak attack him. But then the Dark Order comes out and Hangman officially challenges Omega. And he says that he wants the Dark Order to have a tag title match. But of course, Kenny tries to one-up him and say, okay, we'll give you that, but you have to give us something in return. That means that if Hangman and the Dark Order lose, Hangman has to give up his title shot, as well as the Dark Order have to give up their title shots.
Yeah, you pretty much nailed it on the head. I'm not really that much of an Adam Page fan. He hits me off here and there. What was cool that the Bullet Club, the Elite, whatever you want to call them, came out and surrounded Adam Page and looked like he was about to get jumped. Kenny Omega had the title behind him, was about to clock him, and then Dark Order comes out and makes the save. That was pretty cool. I was gonna say Matt Hardy. Matt Jackson, though, separated from the Bullet Club to confront him one-on-one. So there still goes my conspiracy where I think they're gonna make Matt Jackson an HBK type of singles player because he had a little bit of one-on-one verbalization with Adam Page. But besides that and what everything the teller said, pretty cool segment, pretty cool way to build up this storyline. I'm looking forward to it. Do you guys think he actually takes the title, though? Do you think he's the guy that stops Kenny Omega's belt collector run?
I think so.
Steve loved it. And yeah, everybody loves that segment, man. Steve gave it a 5 out of 5. Michael's loving it. Everybody's liking this one right now. What up, everybody? Shane and all. Swerve Show Dog. Yes, maybe there was only one bad segment, but back to you, Tilla.
All right, and of course, like I said, Andrade El Idolo had a segment backstage where he was looking for the Death Triangle,
Mm.
and that's what it says.
I totally I fell asleep. I must have fell asleep through this match because
It wasn't a match. It was just a segment. They cut backstage to Andrade, and they were gonna ask him a couple questions, but then Andrade turned it around and said that he had one question for Alex Abrahantes, and he said, "What's the Death Triangle?" And then he left.
Okay. Now, is this where we get to the awesome Christian versus Matt match?
Yeah, then we had Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. I will admit I did not really take notes on this match. I took a little bit of notes, if you could see. It's just a little tiny little paragraph right there compared to all the other segments that I had notes on. I mean, no offense, but I really wasn't looking forward to this match.
What year are we in to be having this match?
2021.
I'm just
Steve said the match was good.
It was good. I liked it. It was pretty nostalgic. You can't hate on the old guys. Christian hit him off with a top rope move out to the outside of the ring, and Christian had to win this match. Christian's the one that they're pushing as a top guy more so than Matt Hardy, but it was a good wholesome match. It was better than Eugene Sakazaki and Penelope. Woo.
We skipped the match first.
What match was that?
We had Wheeler Uta. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or if I even spelled it correctly in the description, but I'm gonna go back and fix that. Versus Sammy Guevara. I think this is a good match. Wheeler definitely impressed me. Of course, Sammy was victorious in the end.
I agree. That was pretty surprising, though. He reminds me of like a European Angel Garza or something that got Uta Uma Ama going against Sammy Guevara, who got a huge pop. I can't wait to hear CR21 saying, because he was there live and he said that everybody was going crazy. Pretty cool basic match. Everybody got their moves and nothing too AEW-esque. Like Sammy Guevara gets that W. Crowd was popping for him. Kind of crazy to see that.
Actually, it doesn't really surprise me because Sammy is from Texas.
There you go again. There you go. It surprised me, honestly. He's just a tiny guy, and I'm just surprised. Honestly, I'm just surprised. But
okay. Yeah. Then we had the match that you did not like, the match that you thought was the weakest of the night, Swerve Show. Penelope Ford and Yuka Sakazawi.
You suck my Sawi. Sakasawi.
Anytime, Swerve Show. Anytime.
Spider, yeah, Saka, mommy.
Let's just end the stream now. Just kidding.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
some fun after
stroking and poking.
Yep.
Yeah, this put me to sleep. When Penelope Ford came out, I just was like, man, what happened to her and her man? That they could have had a storyline with Rusev and Lana coming out, and now she's just out here jobbing. Her man is playing the injury role. Dude is like 3'11". Nothing here to see. Penelope loses to Yuka Sakasakamaki. It did nothing for me.
Sakazawi again? Who is she? I forgot.
She debuted on YouTube, their MySpace channel video, AEW Shotguns Fight on 3 p.m. if you're a real super AEW fan. I'm just being stupid, but yeah, nothing to do for me, honestly. The only thing that pops up in my head. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. No, that's true. But that reminds me, unless you already have it in your notes, I heard that you and CR were saying that Rusev introduced a new TNT title.
I must have missed it.
In the chat room, Steve or anybody, Steve, Jamel, Sin, Shane, my doggy, did he introduce a new TNT title? I don't know. For some reason, I saw that somewhere. But
yeah, Shidori mentioned that in the chat. Not at this chat, but he mentioned it that the TNT title got redesigned or something.
Yeah, and prior to that, people are complaining that AEW does written scripts, and if they don't, then how do you come across? Whatever, who cares?
Steve says that no, they don't.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Steve.
So next we had the main event of the night, which was the Coffin match between Darby Allin versus All Ego Ethan Page. What did you think of this match?
It was entertaining. It was crazy, not too crazy. Showed too much of Sting. I don't mind that, but they showed a hell of a lot of Sting outside of the ring. that wasn't part of the match when the main match was in the middle of the ring. I have a lot more to say, but I'll let you take the reins. What you thought about it? I'm interested to let Tillette thinks.
Thank you for being interested in what I think.
Oh man, what the hell? Oh my god. So Chris Jericho versus Shawn Spears is next week.
Anywho, stop distracting me. Okay, I thought this match was I actually really liked this match. I thought it was a really, really good match. Definitely deserved to end the show. That coffin drop on the closed casket though at the end. That was a really good spot.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. If you guys missed it, the Tilla's stuck in a spot where after the match is already over, Paige or Ethan Page was in the coffin and he goes up to the top of the rope and does extracurricular activity and does his coffin drop from on top of the turnbuckle outside of the ring through a wooden coffin casket, whatever you want to call it, and beats him again. And God knows the Jim Cornette fans are gonna go crazy. But prior to that, man, that match was awesome. You had Ethan Page almost threw like the razor's edge on top of the steel steps that were brought into the middle of the ring. They used the corner of the belt on the ropes that snapped in the corner, and they used the hook. Darby Allin was putting it in his cage. Oh, that was sick. And then he was hooking Darby Allin's throat with it, the hook of the ropes. Woo!
There's so many pages and cages you're getting them all confused.
I am. Sting got involved. Sting was fighting outside. Bad camera angle. I forgot who he was going against. Scorpio Sky.
Because he popped out of the coffin.
That was dope because they try to say that he wasn't in there, and Sting hits him with a Stinger splash, but he misses, and the camera crew also missed that too because he was like, "Oh my God, Sting's going for the splash," and then they just cut to a random Ethan Page face where he's looking confused, and it's just like, oh.
Yeah. What did Rory type on your channel? He says to look what he typed on your channel.
Rory said the Tilla's one hot bonita. the Tilla looking muy bonita. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, man.
I appreciate the compliment. Thanks, Rory.
Oh, man, what else we got going on? I thought it was a great fight. Jamel McGee said it ended too early, which maybe is a good thing because they give us usually too much, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, I thought it was an awesome rating. I guess between 1 and 5, everybody was giving it 5s.
I give it a 5.
Even Shidori gave it a 5 out of 5.
I give it a perfect 10.
Damn, perfect 10.
He wasn't even on the show. Oh, that's one thing we forgot to talk about.
Who's that?
We forgot to talk about that. That Santana and Ortiz, when they attacked Tully, they said it's fake pendejo.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, he was able to get a Spanish curse word out there without it getting bleeped.
I know.
So that was pretty wild. Yeah, Tully Blanchard was walking backstage by himself, and he got confronted by the evil LAX who just hang out in the dark areas of the lobby because that's what bad guys do. So yeah, they threatened to hit him with a crowbar, and they stopped and they said, "We don't attack. We respect our elders, but bring your boys." And he said, "I'll bring my boys," which was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was funny. I looked at, yeah, right. They were able to get that curse word pendejo. No, I'm gonna get canceled right now for saying that. Well, not canceled, but I'm gonna get shadow banned for saying that.
A lot of people. I'm reading the reviews right now on the channel and all. Everybody's just loving it, man. Good. People loving Ethan Page. Good. I haven't seen one negative thing about it. Of course, if you go to Cornette's podcast down the week, you will. But
negative thing about Ethan Page. What about his Karate Man gimmick?
Oh,
that's Impact. Sorry.
He hated that. Supposedly that
that
was one of the reasons why he left. But I think he's just playing kayfabe. Come on, because if you're gonna be fighting in front of his green screen and then you're gonna be a karate guy, you know what you're doing for them, you know.
Yeah.
But next week's card, I got the lineup. If I could see what it is, I just scrolled right by it. For Fyter Fest Night 2. Come on. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 segments. Next week is actually Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose for the 15th time, but I don't mind. I see Britt Baker winning. What about you, Michael 101 and everybody?
That's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD to you.
Okay, damn. Well, that's Nyla Rose, DICK, and her. Y'all, never mind. Jon Moxley versus Lance Archer in a Texas Death Match for the IWGP Championship, which is pretty cool. Because if I get me wrong, Lance Archer was a very profound good IWGP champion in Japan. So for them to fight is cool. Lance needs to win this somehow. Lance Archer needs to win this.
No. When I go to the New Japan show on August 14th, I want Jon Moxley to be IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion. So I'm gonna root for Jon Moxley.
I'm rooting for Lance Archer.
Okay.
If he loses, this is why they brought Lance Archer in, because he's a very good IWGP champion. Maybe Jake the Snake interferes. We've all known that history between Jake the Snake and Jon Moxley back in the day at WWE Raw when he dropped the snake on Dean Ambrose. Maybe somehow that comes to fruition, makes a full circle somehow. Lance needs to win this, because if he doesn't, then who is he killing? He's just the tall guy that kills nobody. And he got a send back good push last week when he beat up Amanda Nunes and all the UFC fighters manager. He beat him up. So let's try to get that push over, take that title off of Moxley, and let him progress into something else. Next, 2 more matches.
Fine, I see your point.
Chris Jericho versus Shawn Spears. Shawn Spears is the only person that can use the chair. Chris Jericho can't. What do you think? The obvious is almost think. What do you think?
I think it's obvious to Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Same here, unless Jericho gets caught using a chair somehow, or Spears. But
I don't think. Remember, they're in Texas, so I don't think he's gonna get caught. If anything, I think he might pull an Eddie Guerrero.
That, or what's his finishing move? He does the elbow, right? What if Shawn Spears puts the chair up to his face and he uses the elbow?
The Judas effect?
The Judas effect. And he connects with that, but then essentially he used the chair, but he didn't,
Yeah.
And just another guy that needs the W more so than any other body is Shawn Spears, but over Jericho, definitely not clean. And the last one, Orange Cassidy versus the Blade. Ooh,
Orange Cassidy?
You would think, right? I would say that too, but to think they made the Blade look like a big deal in the fans today in the stand, sitting with Bunny, and he had a pretty unique look on. He had a very creepy look on about him. But Orange Cassidy, right?
Yeah.
Tony Khan loves him. He defeated Chris Jericho. You just can't let that push go to waste to the Blade. I don't like the Blade because how he hurt his partner, that one guy from the Dark Order, where he got concussed. He was out for 2 minutes, literally in the middle of the ring, and he just dragged his body over so he could make the tag. Was not feeling that. But man, next week's show does not look that good, honestly. I have faith.
Always walking with low expectations. You can never be disappointed if you're walking with low expectations. Bucket Studio says, I was spoiled tonight with the work rate like he was on Monday.
Oh man. For those of you who don't know, man, work weight rate is something that Bucket Studio CR21 made up, talking about sex appeal. So if he ever says, damn, Lana has good work rate, he isn't talking about her wrestling skills. He's talking about her breasticles. Just to get that out there. It's very cool, so I like it. Not anymore. But what else, man? Besides that, thank you for everybody that's over there on my screen. Thank you for those. Follow those people. Back to you.
That was it. That was all of the show. But I'm almost halfway through my notebook.
I agree. Rory saying Ben knows agreed for someone. We will get to know that. Like at the comments, Swerve, I did. And Jamel McGee gave it an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give this show a 9 out of 10, a low 9. Because we always do high 8s. Why not? It was a good freaking show. Only that Penelope Ford match ruined it for me. And maybe the Christian and Matt segment. What about people up in your chat room?
Your dog says 9 out of 10. Bucket Studio says 9.5 out of 10.
Woo! Man, and Michael, what's Michael's score? I know Michael was saying
Michael's not in my chat. Is he in your chat?
No, I thought I saw him earlier. Maybe he's doing. Damn, that would be a good person to see who did it. But
where's Michael? Can somebody find Michael 101591?
Michael 101591, where are you?
I'm gonna start calling him Michael 101. His name is too long.
Oh, he's there. I think he might be
out of 10.
He popped up in my stream. If he's there, let us know what you thought about the show. If not, we're gonna have to just check out his channel. He does reviews.
Yeah.
But I'm all poop. I got the summer schedule on, not going anything else. So I'm happy that Dattila and I did this thing tonight. Very good show. Fyter Fest 1 was off the hook. Next week, we got something to look forward to.
Are you gonna be back next week, or am I still gonna be doing the reviews?
Not sure. Just do your thing. Maybe we could collab afterwards. I'm still very laissez-faire when it comes to the scheduling. Instead of Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, watch-alongs or reviews. It's just like if it's 90 degrees outside, it's beautiful outside. I'm not gonna run or rush in and like I gotta watch Nyla Rose tonight. And so with you guys, so
yeah, I feel you. August for me is gonna be very, very busy. I have a lot of stuff going on in August that I don't want to mention just yet because it's not confirmed except for the New Japan show.
Wow, Rory gave it a 6 out of 10. I don't know if he's trolling, but I don't know if those are his ratings. Like if he's very, very, strict on it, like how Michael is and Steve are.
Yeah.
But I think he liked the show. Honestly, he probably gave it a good score.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Steve Callahan says SmackDown with fans. Let's go. Your dog says the fans is the best return. Steve, 8 out of 10.
Oh yeah, the Swerve show. I believe rumor has it is Shidori knows, but I can't confirm that. But it's okay. But yeah, until then, please hit that like, subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new on both channels, like if you haven't. I'm gonna be uploading just funny videos in here and there, just really funny, weird things that have morbid stuff. So don't get too angry. But everybody's thick-skinned in our community. Nobody's soft. SAWFT. I have nothing else really to say. I'll make sure to check out everybody else's. Steve Callahan's got a review. Bucket Reviews got. If you follow the NBA, the playoffs, the finals are tonight. He'll have something up on there. Jamel McGee got his thing. Hilda DC, she's up on here, my homegirl, and that's about it. Anything else? I'm pooped. It's your.
Brewery says seeing me makes it a 9 out of 10. First of all, but yes, tomorrow I will be reviewing Impact, the Go Home show for Slammiversary. Friday, if Swerve Show can't do the review, I'll be doing the review with the returning CR21.
Ooh, yeah.
Saturday is Slammiversary, which marks the grand return of Rose Montana. So he and I will be covering Slammiversary. Also, Swerve, Slammiversary is a 1-year anniversary that you and I have officially been doing this.
For a year, real hard. But Jamel McGee said he couldn't use the bat, but he could use the bat, the Floyd the bat. Floyd the bat. Floyd hits the chair. Floyd gets the cue. But yeah, just food for thought.
Yeah.
Cutting you off.
So no, it's okay. It's your show too, since we're on a dual stream.
Sure.
But yes, please. So if you like Impact, I'll be doing their Impact review tomorrow. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after Impact. All right. Have a great night, you guys. Bye. You got anything else to say, Swerve?
No, I'm just disliking your video real quick.
What?
Nah, I'll make sure. I made number 9. What? Oh yeah, number 9. Should I 7 1 -1 -8 1 9 9 9? Nah, I'm bugging. Later, guys. Peace.
Bye.